Hey guys, I'm Kimmy Bohannon and I'm the owner and founder of the Weekly Juicery, and I'm recording this message for you because I have something that's really important to me to talk about for our Cincinnati customers only. This does not impact you if you're one of our Louisville customers or our Lexington customers or any of our national shipping. It only impacts you guys who buy juice from our Cincinnati store. Starting today, we are going to be offering juice sales in Cincinnati only by pre-order into our weekly juice program. We will no longer be able to sell juice on a one-off basis out of our retail cooler. You can pre-order juice cleanses, you can pre-order and be part of our weekly juice program and still get all of our juices, even at a lower cost, but we will not have one-off juice sales in our Cincinnati location. The reason for this is the Ohio Department of Agriculture does not want us to make our juices in our certified organic kitchen because it's located in Louisville, Kentucky. We are certified organic by the USDA. That is the most important thing to me. I do not want my customers or me or my family, I would not drink juice that's not certified with the seal. I do not want to produce a product that is potentially not an elevating thing for someone's health journey. So I'll say that again. I do not want to make juice that has any potential for being anything other than a super elevating force for your health journey and your health path and your healing. I do not want to be part of this trendy juice bar phenomenon, which in some ways has been very good for our industry, but it's not what I'm about. I'm about making a very potent healing juice, and that requires that I'm certified organic by the USDA because you need, as a consumer, an insurance policy that the money that you're paying for expensive certified organic cold pressed juice has absolutely no additives and no chemical or systemic insecticides added to the juice. Unless you have a seal, then there is no guarantee because nobody is verifying any produce logs unless you're certified organic. Which brings me to, why do we produce our juice in our certified organic kitchen in Louisville? We move it every night to all of our retail stores. We produce it centrally because the USDA requires, it's part of being certified organic. Not only do you use 100% certified organic ingredients, but the second and equally important part of being certified organic is that the product must be produced in a certified organic kitchen. And so what does that mean? Well, they identified 16 critical control points that we must monitor and adhere to and log and submit to the USDA every day. Every shift that runs in our kitchen requires that protocol. There are exacting standards for what can and cannot be in our kitchen. As an example, many commercial dish sanitizers that are used in probably every restaurant you've been to are not allowed inside a certified organic kitchen because of the chemical. So we have to be super careful. They check everything, ceiling to floor, and there are very strict protocols. So the USDA would not allow us to make our juice in Hyde Park. They would remove our certification. The only regulatory body that I know of that cares that our juice is made in Louisville is the Ohio Department of Agriculture. The FDA does not care. The state health department in Kentucky does not care. In Frankfort, they inspect our facility. The local health departments in Lexington and Louisville do not care. The only person that cares is the Department of Ag in Cincinnati. If our kitchen were just relocated across the river, all would be well. So to me, being certified organic is the most important thing. Making juice that has any potential for a contaminant is not for me. I would want to have that insurance policy as a consumer, and I can tell each of you guys watching, I would not drink our juice if it did not have a seal on it. I would not, or any. I know a lot of companies in our space, even in Cincinnati and other places in other markets, say that they use organics, but they do not have a seal. There are two problems with that. One, there is absolutely no guarantee that they are using organic produce. I want to believe that they are, and I believe everybody in this work is in it for the higher good, but there is no guarantee. There's no inspector monitoring produce logs. We have to submit ours upon will if inspected. There is nobody managing the kitchen for any critical control points of raw juice, and there is really there's just no regulation of any conventional farming practices if you want to trace it all the way back to the farm. So if you're not certified organic, it's actually illegal to use the word organic because that belongs to the USDA. If you're caught, the penalties are stiff. It's $10,000 per occurrence. So the USDA is really serious about this. And I think people have thrown around the word organic. Oh, we use organic when we can or when it's convenient. It's just not allowed. We took the step to certify organic, and if anybody watching, if you are in a food business or if you're in the juice business and you want to certify organic, amen, praise Jesus, I will help you. I will tell you how to do it. That elevates our whole industry and really elevates the organic food space. And that's what we all should be about because we're part of the health and wellness industry. So if you're using the word organic, certify organic. We are choosing to sell our juice only by pre-order in Cincinnati because I don't want to give up the USDA seal. I don't want to do that. I have worked really hard to get it. I think it's the safest way to produce juice. I can promise you that the USDA organic inspection is a day long. It is much more rigorous and vigorous than any local or state inspection I have ever been a part of. And I've been doing this since 2012 without incident. So I want you to consider becoming part of our weekly juice program if you are a Cincinnati customer. It really doesn't change much for you in the sense that you can pick up your juice any day you want. It will be made for you with your name on it, ready to go, no standing in line, no anything. It's cheaper, it's less expensive for you because we reward those customers that are part of our weekly juice program. So there's really no risk to you. And if you're drinking juice in Cincinnati, the only way to get certified organic juice that is raw, has not been treated with pressure, is to do this. Because there are no other certified organic juice bars in Cincinnati or in Louisville or in Lexington for that matter. The closest one would be to go to Detroit and visit a company called Drought. They make a fantastic product and I support their work and I think they have a wonderful company. So if you are buying juice from a grocery store, then you should also know that your juice has been treated with a preservation technique, unless that grocery store is making juice on site. And these days, that's pretty rare. I know at our local health food store, the wall of juice is a literal wall of juice. Yet many companies are organic, that's great, but they've all been treated for shelf stability. Why? Because the FDA requires that. If you're going to sell a juice product to a third party, it has to be treated. Therefore, the shelf life is 15 to 20 days. So my point to you as Cincinnati Juice Drinkers, don't be duped by a product that won't work. Make sure and command that your product is certified organic, that it's not been treated with pressure, that it's vegetable-centric. Juice should not have a lot of fruit in it. That's really a deterrent to your health journey and not an elevation. You're spending a lot of money for cold pressed juice. Make sure it's working for you and consider joining our weekly juice program. If the FDA and the USDA Department of Agriculture and the local Lexington and Louisville health departments and the state health department in Kentucky do not have a problem with our USDA certified organic kitchen as our commissary, the juice is transferred to our retail stores. It's within an hour and a half of every location, within 90 minutes under refrigerated transport, then I don't understand it. And I'm not going to make a choice to forego organic certification just so I could put a press in our Hyde Park store and make juice there. I don't think that's a good decision for Cincinnati Juice Drinkers, and it's certainly a decision that would go against the value system that I use to make juice, and that is that it will be the highest quality product that I could possibly make for myself, my family, my children to drink. And that means that there are no shortcuts. And that means sometimes we have to make really interesting choices to abide by a regulatory agency's rule that frankly I think is sort of silly. So that's the reason for this recording. If you have any questions, I'm happy to talk with you about it. If you want to just hear from us one-to-one, we are happy to talk to you. Our company is about education and we've been doing this for a long time. I think we do it as best as it can be done. And my mission and vision is that we will continue. So again, this does not affect you if you're a Louisville customer. This does not affect you if you're a Lexington customer. This does not affect you if you're part of the juice ritual. This only affects you if you buy juice out of our retail cooler in Cincinnati. So join our weekly juice program. Have your juice delivered to your house, right to your doorstep, twice a week if you want, once a week if you want, or pick up in our juice bar location any day of the week you want. It's super convenient, it's less expensive, and it is your personal insurance policy that you're getting the best juice ever. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video and for taking a stand with us that this is the right thing to do. Have a great weekend.